Coming up, a special night for some prisoners in southern Kentucky.
Dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 11.
Good evening, I'm Steve Hensley. A journey that began in 2019 for 8 eastern Kentucky inmates culminated in a celebration tonight. WYMT's Corey Sanning explains from Pulaski County.
A day of celebration and gratitude.
This journey has reached its destination.
This has been the most exciting day for me in many, many years.
As 8 Pulaski County inmates graduate Somerset Community College's Workforce Reentry Program, receiving Welder's Helper certificates.
This is something as a college and as a community that we've talked about extensively for years about what we can do to help transform lives, reduce recidivism, and also help the needs of our employers.
A moment Mark Madden has patiently waited for since 2019.
And it's relieving. This whole thing's been a life-changing opportunity.
Hoping to be an inspiration to other inmates across the Commonwealth.
That's the hope. I mean, hopefully it doesn't stop here with just 8 of us. Hopefully it spreads throughout the jail and other counties surrounding.
Preparing to make a drastic life change when he gets out.
It's going to be amazing, man. It's an amazing pay increase. There's no other way to describe it other than it's going to be life-changing.
2 years of hard work, transforming each of their lives. In Somerset, Corey Sanning, WYMT Mountain News.
The next class in the Workforce Reentry Program will begin their classes in early October. This time it will consist of 11 women. The Commonwealth's COVID-19 numbers continue to decline. Governor Beshear announced 2,510 new cases of COVID today, increasing the statewide total to 691,363. There were still 53 new deaths reported today, bringing the death toll to 8,770. The positivity rate is just a little more than 10%. You can always find the latest COVID information on our website at WYMT.com. Local businesses are being affected by the high demand for supplies they cannot easily access due to the pandemic. Shipment of products is being prolonged more than normal, but the biggest problem might be the jump in cost. Jamie Nichols, the owner of H&D Heating Supply, says one of their most popular products has more than quadrupled in price.
That sheet metal it's went from $15 a sheet to up over $100 a sheet.
Nichols' plan moving forward is to keep less product in stock while the prices are high, and hopes that it will go back to normal soon. Governor Beshear celebrated a record-breaking week for economic development in the Commonwealth this afternoon. During his weekly Team Kentucky update, the governor highlighted a major partnership with the Ford Motor Company, along with several projects across the state that will create jobs and put Kentucky at the forefront of innovative industries.
Now we're starting to work on these projects that are transforming our future and our economy. We will never be a flyover state again, and nobody will ever be able to look down their nose at us ever again.
The governor says many of the new jobs created are in environmentally friendly industries. Well, on the heels of that huge plant announcement by Ford bringing 5,000 new jobs to Kentucky this week, the governor is addressing a failed project in eastern Kentucky. Brady Industries promised to build a $1.7 billion aluminum mill in Ashland, but it never happened. State Senator Chris McDaniel says he's planning to file a bill that would make Unity Aluminum, previously Brady Industries, repay tax breaks it got from the state. Governor Beshear says a deep dive into how the project came about needs to happen.
Well, it was another nice day around the mountains today. We got warm in the afternoon hours, most of us getting into those upper 70s to lower 80s outside. We've got more on the way. UVA-wise camera this evening showing the peaceful scene we've had out there after a pretty nice sunset. Some of those high clouds working in. I-75 camera at Mount Vernon, quiet along the interstate at this hour, and we'll continue to see quiet weather overnight. Most of us cooling off quick. Look at Prestonsburg already at 56, but you go to the other side of the region, Somerset's at 66. So we have quite a gradient, as we call it, across the state, or even across the viewing viewing area this evening. Satellite and radar, we've been watching clouds on the increase from our southwest throughout the night, so I think some of them will thin out, but other areas could see some cloud cover tonight. The lowest lows get down into the middle 50s, but some areas may struggle to get below 60 with that cloud cover out there. Either way, we'll keep an eye on some late patchy fog as well. A couple of more days of beautiful weather on the way before showers return, and I'll have the details on that coming up in just a little bit. Steve?
All right, Evan, thank you. Earlier this week, Pikeville police officers had two similar calls in around 6 hours with one big thing in common. Two drug-related traffic calls brought officers out Tuesday night to check on people who were said to have been passed out behind the wheel. And in both situations, officers encountered the same driver. Joshua Priest was arrested just before 6 p.m. and then again a little after midnight, the second time with his wife, Suzanne. Officers say calls like this are always risky.
If they're passed out or they're slumped over the wheel, then you don't know if they're deceased. You don't know if they're going to be startled and wake up and take off. If they take off, you're going to be halfway in the window or the door and you'll be drugged by the car.
Suzanne and Joshua were both working as teachers in Pike County at the time of the arrest, but Suzanne has since been relieved of her duties and Joshua resigned. A reward is now being offered for information about a man found dead in Pike County. On September 20th, the body was discovered near an abandoned mining road in Phelps. Later, he was identified as 74-year-old Hazard Miller of Feds Creek. State police say foul play was involved in Miller's death, and his family wants answers.
The family has put together money. Right now it's $3,000 for anybody that has seen anything or knows anything that could lead us in some sort of direction to get answers and get justice. That's all we need is justice.
You can call state police with any information, and all tips can remain anonymous. Many people say it only takes one moment to change the trajectory of your life, and for one Hazard native, that's exactly what happened. Jacob Couch, also known as the Hillbilly Hammer, entered the WNO Jiu-Jitsu Championship last weekend as an alternate, but left the championship defeating one of the best jiu-jitsu grapplers in the world. After one fighter stepped away from the championship due to an injury, Couch took his place, and with all odds placed against him, he dominated his competitor. Although Couch didn't win the #1 spot, his win in the third round has caused him to gain widespread attention.
I just want to keep getting better and better so I can do better and better things and be better and better for people that need to see that or need to hear that or need that in their life. I just want to make people's lives better and keep having a great time.
Couch says in the future he hopes to travel the world training others on the art of jiu-jitsu. Big Blue Madness tickets will be distributed tomorrow, and they are free again this year. Madness is happening at Rupp Arena on October 15th at 7 p.m. Now, everyone needs to have a ticket to get in regardless of age. Online orders will have a small service fee, and there is a limit of 4 tickets per household. And this is important regardless of vaccination status. Everyone who attends will have to wear a mask. The Mary Breckenridge Festival in Hyden is underway. Trying to keep everyone safe during the event, city officials are asking everyone to wear a mask and to stay home if sick. The event features a carnival, live music, a parade, and food booths, of course. Mayor Carol Joseph says the community's response to the festival has been overwhelming.
Everybody's really looking forward to it. I mean, I couldn't tell you how many calls, how many messages I've been getting. It's about a full-time job having to answer all of them, but I appreciate it, and I'm happy, and I love the people here, and I'm proud to answer their questions.
The festival continues through Saturday. Coming up on Mountain News at 11, how a West Virginia soccer coach was reunited with his four-legged friend 4 years after she went missing.
And showers are in the forecast for part of the weekend. I'll have the latest breakdown on the way.